Hey guys, welcome back to O&D Life. I'm going to do a voiceover on this first part because it's actually some older footage just before we changed our clocks forward. And then it'll jump to some footage that I took today. So just wanted to get a video out, basically. I kept putting off doing this video and editing, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of put it on out there. Right now I'm backing up the Explorer to hook it up to the trailer, and so you'll see whether or not I actually get lined up on the first shot here. I did a video a while back on just really learning to use your gut, line up with your mirrors, and have equal distance, kind of trusting that indeed you've got equal amounts of the trailer in your mirrors, and it usually gets you pretty much right on. Then you lower when you raise the trailer up, you only go up a little bit above the ball, actually just a little, not all the way, so that way you kind of slide out from underneath it when you pull away. And then this way, when you back up to it, you'll feel when you hit it, slide up underneath, and then should be pretty dang close when it all works out. So we'll see if I was lined up there or not. And survey says, got to figure out how to turn the screen around. Here we go. So pretty close. I will be able to lower it down on there and kick it onto it. And that's what I'll end up doing. But here in just a second, I'm going to be going to some footage where I'm just driving to pick up hay. And I'll talk a little bit on there. And then we'll break to some footage from today, actually, where I'm doing this voiceover. Talk about some of the things that I've done, and then I've got some thoughts at the end on the coronavirus. And, so stick around. As Gordon likes to say, grab a coffee. Turning onto the road to go get hay. It's so pretty out here. I thought you guys might enjoy it once I get across the railroad tracks. Get onto the other side of town, as they say. But yeah, I think the only person more excited about daylight savings coming up tomorrow is me. Is Mike over there at Outdoors with the Morgans. Yeah, I cannot wait. On Monday, I've gone ahead and taken the day off, so got some nice weather. It's supposed to be. Hopefully that hasn't changed since the last time that I looked. So looking forward to that. I am working on a small little shed that could be used as a chicken tractor or goat shelter that I can move around, put up some electric fence around, and I'll probably finish that job up. And oh, we had puppies again. Dang it. Bella, who gave us our puppies before, my wife, she didn't want to get the females fixed, and now we're paying the price. Fortunately, she only had 4 puppies, so that's not too bad. Hopefully we will find homes, but as I learned, when you're dealing with 2 females in your household, they tend to get attached. But as you guys know, I actually don't mind too much. So hey, if you guys want to contribute to the O&D Life dog rescue, I might have to start a nonprofit or something just to pay for all these dogs, keep them fed and housed and shots. So the little shed, that's why I kind of got onto that this past weekend, because I could also use it as a doghouse, big doghouse. I think I will, my hand is being forced to clear some underbrush in the woods that I've talked about multiple times, and so that way I can get the goats over there. And then I think ultimately I'll actually put that section that's on the downhill side, the lower part of our hill, I could put some dogs over there. And I think that'll be better. Keep them down the hill further. Oh, another thing that I just ordered that I'll probably do a video about and talk about is got some fly predators. So they're going to be sending me some out. Ultimately, I think it was 24 bucks. They recommend, that's how many I needed, based on how many animals you have and what type of animals. So then they give you a recommendation. I might have underestimated a little bit. You know, for the most part, the dogs are inside at night, and I pick up all their poo. I go on my poop run and pick it all up, and so really that's not sitting out, so I didn't count them in the equation, but it's something that I'm gonna be trying out once they get here, and I'll kind of discuss that a little bit with you guys. So anyways, I'm out here at, I believe they call it Glendale Farms, to get me some hay. I love coming out here. It's beautiful, isn't it? You know what? I need to give the guys a call, let them know I'm here. So hold on a sec. Well, let's see if I can call while I'm filming. That'll be fun. Let's see what I can do. Nope, I'm not going to be able to do it, I don't think. Alright, we are loaded up. Gotta make my way out of here. Pass a car or two. It's never good to hold your phone up and drive. So anyways, I'm gonna run by Lowe's. Gotta get some of the roofing that we're gonna put on, and need to just go ahead and pick that up. I think I'll be able to strap that down on top of the hay. All right, my Saturday running around. I'm gonna be on my last leg. Hey guys, hope you guys are staying safe with the coronavirus stay-at-home orders or quarantining yourself. We are trying to as much as we can. I still have to work during the day, but you know, that's all right. No biggie. Anyways, just wanted to put a little video out and kind of, you know, just to keep in touch and show you a little bit of some of the things that I've done the last 6-8 months that I really haven't been posting much. I'm trying to get back into the habit, but I just want to show you some stuff. Okay, so one of the things I did go ahead and pick up, you know, the scaffolding from, I think I got these at Tractor Supply. You know, I am starting to put my gas up off the ground. You know, I always heard that you should. Never did, but I'm starting to now. So, you know, I did always keep my bucket on that little furniture dolly. So that just rolls in underneath. Second level's the grapple. And the third level, I have the post hole digger, couple empty buckets, and my box for the fuel transfer pump. It's got the extra connections to your different gas can openings. I will mention the unit that I had after the summer last year, the batteries did corrode. And that's one of the things that sparked me to start putting my gas up, is the battery compartment got kind of corroded, and the batteries, I don't know if the batteries, leaked or what it was, but I gave them a call, ordered off of Amazon, and I didn't call, I sent an email, and they kind of told me the process to submit for a warranty claim, which there is a 1-year warranty claim on the product, and so I was able to get a replacement. They sent it out real quick. I had to mail it back to them, and then they sent me one back real quick. Didn't hardly take any time. After they sent me a warranty number, RMA number, I think is what it was called. So that was kind of a good thing. Let's see here. I have been doing some building of things, so I got my circular saw out here. Got my air nail gun tools out here. I got to put some of this stuff back up. Let's go over and take a look at the other scaffolding. Okay, so I did build something for the tiller to roll it around on and keep it steady. Just use some of my slabs that I milled off of the tree, and I put them onto the cart, the dolly, furniture dolly. And then right now I've got the box blade up on there. I could lower it down a notch or two, and probably could get something up on that top row, because I still have my, you guys can see what a mess I've got here. Got my pallet with the DR trimmer on it. Wheels broke off of it. I did use an old set of furniture dolly. I had some plants on it before, and it tended to rot out the wood. So I'm going to have to build something for that, and eventually I would like to get it up on the top rail here. I do need to go ahead and probably build something to move the backhoe around. That would be good. Or the item, what is it? BX Expanded. I think they have the dolly. I don't know. I might try and build something eventually. But I went ahead and went with the scaffolding. I do need to do some soffit work, so I'll have to get that taken care of. And I figured the scaffolding will be perfect for that as well. Okay guys, so we'll go ahead and walk out. I'll show you what I was building. And as I've said before, I am not a builder. So I've decided not to show much of my building projects, just because, I don't know. It's not that anyone's ever been a jerk, because there's plenty of those on YouTube. But yeah, you guys got other places that you can learn how to build things, that's for sure. So anyways, wanted to build a little bit of a shelter for the goats that I could move, and try and fence in some areas. I've talked about it a lot of times, just never done it. So figured I'd put it on some 4x4s. Wanted to keep the size, just, I've got a 4x8 on the bottom there on the floor, pressure treated. Yesterday I was working on the shelf there. I might make it to where they can climb up. Someone could lay up there. Someone else could lay. I might do one on the other side. I'm toying with the idea of even having a third kind of row that I don't know if the chickens would go on up that high or not. You can see that I did use the clear roofing material. You know, my wife wanted that. I don't know. It'll work out. I mean, they have shade. You know, so this is mainly to keep them out from under the rain, basically. I could have lowered that shelf, couldn't I? They can get under it with no problem. Oh, did she get that on video? That's what she thinks of this YouTube stuff. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. She was making a deposit. Anyways, so I put the bracing in the corners there. Tried to use some of the old, I thought about it a little bit later, old scrap wood. That's those darker ones that you see. I don't know. Yeah, you can probably see a few of them. Boy, that's Stevie there. He's old. He's as long. He's one of the first goats we had. So anyways, I'm gonna be putting some sides on it. I'll use the. I'll probably mill some. I don't think I have quite the right size. I think I used them all up for fencing, but I'll use something kind of like that. But I was thinking about another row up at the top, and the chickens. I don't know if they would climb up a ramp that high, and they could go into it. Oh, now Stevie's making a deposit. So that's one of the other things I gotta figure out. I guess I'll, you know, as far as getting rid of their, what do you call it, manure, the best way to clean that out. I did have like a floor plate, and you know, and I kind of built it like a wall. Notice that's how they did the schoolhouse. So I just kind of followed that process. I can drag it. I dragged it from my carport all the way over to here, and it stayed standing, so that was good. But eventually I'd like to, I don't know, we'll see, drag it over and start fencing in some areas, temporary fences, and then take that with me, and so they have some shelter always. And could even, you know, I'm thinking the chickens even could get out into that area, and they can start clearing area, and chickens can scratch up stuff and eat ticks, you know, with the guinea hens. And you know, that's my plan. Man, I'm rambling. Well, why don't we go ahead and walk just a little more? You know, with this coronavirus, I do want to mention one thing. So, I know a lot of my viewers are rural property owners, which tend to skew Republican and Fox News. I'm an independent. I'll just mention that. And I'm sure a lot of you are just want some common sense governance. That's what I want. So anyways, it does seem like we are in the midst of some pretty serious stuff. So I just thought I'd share some of my thoughts. First off, if you don't have to be out and about, limit. You know, you definitely will want to limit your exposure to other people. Because that's my understanding with this coronavirus, is that it does not, you don't have to be showing symptoms to be contagious. And so that's where the real risk is, that you're exposed, you're contagious, and you could be spreading it and not feeling any symptoms. So that's what seems to be happening. You know, as far as the mortality rate, it seems to be around there, like with other people, with other flu epidemics. And which brings us to the next issue, is because of its, you know, it's a new strain of the coronavirus, None of us have been exposed to it, so we all have the potential to get it and spread it. And, for the most part, the hospitals can handle it. But because of the volume of everybody getting it, it's going to overrun the hospitals. And so that's really what the big issue is that if the hospitals are full, I mean, they're running out of personal protective equipment. But so that's compounding the problem. And also making it to where maybe you aren't that serious, and if the hospitals weren't full and the ventilators weren't all used up, you would pull through. But because there's that problem, it's going to be worse, basically. A person may not survive it. So that's the reason for the trying to flatten the curve, to make it so that you do not get exposed. More people aren't getting exposed to it and becoming sick, and then overwhelming our hospital systems. So that's kind of where we are with that. It's one other thing I might mention. They're talking about the Chinese virus. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but I am half Chinese, half Caucasian. I was adopted. My adopted father is Japanese. My adopted mom is Midwest white girl. A little bit of Indian in there, probably a little more than Elizabeth Warren. But, so my dad, I call him my dad. His whole family is Japanese and Asian looking. So, people say, well, that's where it came from. Why is it racist to call it that? It's not racist, but it does fan flames of hostility towards Asian Americans. We're all American. So, when you hear that, I'm not going to tell you what to say, what you should say. Just keep in mind that there are people that will use it as a reason for hate. And people are being assaulted because of it. So, people that look like my family, basically, what it comes down to. So just consider the impact that comes from calling it the Chinese virus when it has a name. And that's why the World Health Organization, they don't want to use Chinese virus. They want to use the actual names from now on. And, yes, we call the Spanish flu, and it was used as a reason to be prejudiced against Spaniards back in the day. And if you read up on it, other countries called it something else. Usually the country that they didn't like, that it was a disease from them. And ultimately, it looks like they've traced it back to Kansas, basically, the Spanish flu. So, and with this, yes, it looks like it did come from, Wuhan, China. But ultimately, we don't know. We won't know for a little while till they really are able to trace it back. And so let's just err on the side of science, use its, what you'd call the scientific name, and not contribute to innocent people that are just trying to go about their day in a very difficult time right now. And I guess that's my last ask of all of you. And that would be to be kind, look out for your neighbors, families, communities, and that includes everybody in your community. It's going to be real easy to spiral, for things to spiral into some really bad shit. So, anyway, so what is today? March 22nd. I'm still working. I'm kind of hoping maybe we'll be able to be off in house arrest so that I can do a little bit more playing on the tractor and get some other footage for you guys. So, anyways, take it easy. Be safe. Be kind. Be leaders. I know a lot of you are probably religious. Be good examples of your religion. Wendy out.